An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Champions are forever.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shadow's back. Tell a friend. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again. And I hope everybody is doing well today. Man, I am ready to take this stupid Band-Aid off, but I'm scared. They said 2 weeks, but I really want it off. Can't even see the thing. Bearded Avenger, what? First one in? Hey, hump, the happy hump day. That's what's up, man. Teku Jr., what up? Hope you're having a blessed day, my friend. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty in the building. What's up? Going to be out of town starting tomorrow, so we'll probably not see any of you until Monday. No! That ain't good news. That's not good news at all. But have fun. Come back safe. YT user still thirsty. First and worst. Pixie Bell, what's up, girl? Let's see. Take your time, just hurry up. Don't rush, but I need it yesterday. I actually had bosses do that. On the one hand, you know, they're like, you know, take your time. You know, make sure you do it right. If you, you know, rush, you make mistakes. But then they set a deadline where you can't take your time. I swear, man. I've been listening to some of those story channels on YouTube. And one of them got me. I was like, oh my goodness. Because that person in the story went through exactly what I went through. I was just like having flashbacks. Kingpin, what up, man? Band-Aid. We ain't getting political. Caveman, who? My new dog keeps doing magical tricks, so I researched where he came from. Turns out he's a... Oh my goodness. La Abracadabrador. Really? Really, Caveman? When is it day? Billy! Beer Belly Buddha! What up? What day? Wednesday. It's the hump day. We having fun up in here, Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me act the fool. Up in here. Man, we used to sing that all the time, boy. Be like, y'all just don't know. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Oh, man. Let's see. Party up. You know it. All right. Let me, where is it? Okay. All right. See, that looked good. Oh my. That's that all the way over there. Yeah, that's better. Red, what's up, man? I was gonna say, no caps, man, no caps. I'm old school. It's like shouting at me. But y'all see how small this bandage is? And the injection site, the incision. So that I'm gonna show y'all, so you can see what I mean. The only reason that I have this Band-Aid on right now is because of the instructions, first of all, and to keep it from getting infected, because I don't want it to get infected. Small as it is, I don't want it to get infected. So I'm gonna change it out, even though I really want to leave it off. But I'm scared, and it's waterproof. I just took a shower. Love it. Didn't even have to worry about it. All right. Now, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all what they look like. You tell me what this looked like to you. Can y'all see it? Or am I too far away? Can y'all see it? See, I want to leave it off. Cheeky. Can you, I bet you just like, what? Where? It's really small. It's there. But if I didn't point it out to you and go all close. Dr. J, what up? But yeah, a classic by Darkman X. See, I wouldn't have told you who it was because I don't remember. That might be the only one I can remember. Yeah. 400k battle chips and 4k units. I hate the 4-star arena. Woo! Yeah, I'm going to pad my score a little bit in there. I did get through. Hold on. Leave off, otherwise they think you a white dude. Oh, Lord. The only reason I'm scared to leave it off. Yeah, I wouldn't remember. I know DMX, of course, but the name associated with that, I wouldn't have remembered. All right, let's see. If you would have quizzed me and said, all right, who did that song? I wouldn't have been able to tell you. But of course I know DMX. I don't have the authority to quiz you. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot. Remember, a lot of times when I was listening to these songs, they didn't tell you who it was by. Now, you might recognize the voice. And so I would just have to remember, you know, unless it was one that, of course, I've listened to, grabbed their CD, you know, those ones I usually know. I don't think I ever bought a CD by DMX. Oh, Defeat Baron. Battlegrounds off season, really? Potion, Battlegrounds, Redemption art. And let me show y'all my arena. I almost didn't have anything to do. Look at this. We're gonna do the alpha before it expires. Oh yeah, I used to listen to them back to back, you know? Make a little mixtape, pop it in, and it would just play. Sudocreme. Well, for us, darker complexion, it's cocoa butter. And I will start applying that, but I use Dove, which has, I have the Dove with cocoa butter. Not all the Doves have it, but I have the Dove with cocoa butter, which I use, and I'll wipe that down with the cocoa butter. But the reason to put the bandage on is to avoid it getting infected. So, but you see, or not see, that's why I'm like, man, but I will use alcohol, swab it. Because I do not want that site to get infected at all, even though it's small. And then let it dry. And that's all it takes right there. Look at this tiny little thing. Get this off. And put that on right there. There. And done. And it's back on. That's the only reason that I've been putting it on. I do not want it to get infected. In 4-star arena, the defenders never want to attack. Just turtle up, making each map take forever. Yeah. Okay, let us let's get the side quest done. And this one, Baron Zemo with a Saga champ. Alrighty. Shaga. Oh, you know Chila's coming. That is definitely the downside to those arenas. Yeah. The 4-star arena is the longest arena. Should I go with Nick? Who y'all want to see me bring in here? Okoye? Who else? I mean, it don't have to be Saga since I just have to defeat Baron Zemo with the Saga. So who else should I bring in? I haven't even looked in there yet, so I don't know. What y'all think? Got a funky beat. Serpent, Dark Phoenix, Photon, Pumpkinhead. Oh, and I did make my 300,000 solo. You know what I forgot? I forgot that the arena, I mean, not the arena, the battleground score for the Alliance, you get more points than you do for your solo. So I had the minimum for my Alliance a long time ago. I was at 5. In fact, I'm going to just bring him in. Let me look real quick here. All right, see? I got 303. Got my solo done, right? So 303,000, 303,750. Look at how many points I got for the battlegrounds. 567,000. So you get more. So and the minimum is 300,000. So I had the Alliance, and I kept thinking, man, do I want to do more battlegrounds? I finished with 200. Well, did it show that 200 something points? Oh, it doesn't tell me that. Does it tell me over here? Nope. But I finished with a little over 200 points, the highest I've ever finished that thing with. But of course, that's because I'm not usually in the Gladiator circuit that long. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. Wrong one. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay. Crit me. Crit me? Okay. Mystic. Okay. And personal regeneration. All right. I think this is good. How many units can 600K get you? you're probably looking at, I don't know, for every million, it's about 1,500 to 2,000. So you're probably looking at maybe 1,000 if you're really lucky. But anyway, we're already setting up our paths for war. I'm taking, well, paths, nodes. I'm taking node 10 this war. So you'll see me fighting stuff on node 10. That's the cleanse, purify or cleanse node. Man, if y'all don't stop hitting into my block. There we go. Okay, I'm good. 5K units going into July 4 might be it for me. I hate root. I have more stronger feelings about root and any of that type. I got the same node with Shock Incinerate. When I can't use Nefaria, I'll carry Odin for the shock buff. Oh Lord, YT user. Really? Oh my goodness, really? Ugh. You and your tenacity. They love giving this guy that node too. Don't wait, bro. Wow. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. Wow. I had to do that or else he was gonna wait until he had a special 3. I used the Koye for the 3 mini bosses and Jack-o'-lantern for Zemo. Very easy. Jugs for backup. Is Jack Saga? The lag is a joke. Minko, what's up, man? Now, I dialed 911 a long time ago. Y'all remember that? That was Flavor Flav. Most people don't remember that he rapped too. Oh, what the? Really? Whew. Okay. Alrighty then. Just, That's all I gotta say. I used Hitmonkey for Zemo and finished with Nick since my block dropped off at the end. Well, I just got, took a boot to the face. See, healer hide. Petrify. Oh, great. All right. So that didn't count, huh? Guess I should, yeah. Finish me! You can go back with 2 Sagas and Jacko to lower him to a 3v1. Red Shorts, what's up, man? Since they got their game on PC, I've been getting mental lag and heating issues. On your computer? I mean, wait, what? All right. Oh, on your phone, okay. There we go. Nice and smooth. Coming in smooth. Coming in strong. Break it on down. Hip hop, beep beep, going, with a little bit of swing to it. This is how we rock your body on. Let's see. Now it doesn't matter. So who y'all want me to bring in there this time? Doesn't matter, Saga, not Saga, doesn't matter. Already got the objective. Wait, let me check. Sometimes they be sneaky. Okay, yeah, no levels. So yeah. A path of all skill, and we can't use any mutants. Why have class advantages when every time we turn around they find a way to nullify them? Yeah, because I would have used Dust. They probably said, that's too easy. We'll stay with this team. Let's go with Thanos. Oh, wait. This one's the crit me, isn't it? He lucky. He didn't have that endurance. Bam! What you think this is? Can't wait till I get a 7-star. Okay, Okoye, I can't wait till I awaken her, man. That's gonna make her just so much better. But as you see, she don't need to be awakened. All right, now what was this one here? Armor up. Non-stacking. Oh, okay. Oh. Do you know that? Yeah, I'll bet you Claire rocked her. Rocked her body on. Yeah. Much better. Thanos. There's a reason I ranked him up. He ain't no joke. Used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it on the ground and make sure it's broke. You do, she? Man. Yeah. Thanos just rolling folk. Now, let me see what Okoye could do, because she didn't get a chance to fight him before. With a sneaky foot. Oh, that's right. He lost his cleanse charges. Man. Cannot. Yeah, it was a bad matchup. Sorry, Okoye. Don't nobody care about that. I got your butt in the corner. Ooh. That's right, Okoye. Tough fight, but she'd still got it. And this is why we're doing it. For that, oh, well, that was tier 2 dust. I want that tier 1 dust. Yeah, Dr. Stone, what's up, man? Yeah, Okoye is busted. And you see, not even awakened. Here, let me use some chili. When I can get her awakened, boy. Where you running to, bro? Where you running? Whoop, whoop, whoop. The sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. The sound of the police. Good night. No endured. How am I? Yep, I'm feeling good. I don't know if you were here, but another tree fell in our yard. Although the last tree that fell was not our tree. It was the next door neighbor's tree. This tree fell in our yard. We really want to get rid of all these trees. And I need to call around. There's another option that I didn't remember. One was the electric company, if it's endangering power lines. I don't think they are. Another one was loggers. They might come for the free wood. And another one was to just put up an ad. And see if anybody wants to come do it. So we'll see. We have options at least. No, not vloggers. Loggers. You know, logs. It's a log. It's a log. Anyway. Man, we saw a YouTube short that made us remember. Who remembers the Slinky? Walks downstairs alone and in pairs. Makes a slinkity sound. Everybody knows it's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's Slinky. Anyway, this poor girl had a Slinky and she was pulling it. You do know what happened, right? All of us know what happens if we've done it. That Slinky come right back. Pwah! Caught her dead in her lip. And I was like, oh, because I knew, because I've had it done. I've done it. AJ Nix, what's up, man? Yes, we have had tornadoes here. In my immediate area, we haven't had a tornado touchdown here, but nearby, look in Georgia, and you'll see. So yeah, it's been, we've had a few tornado watches. I guess that unsteady. See, that's not right. I don't think that's working right. It says that your combo meter has to go up by 5, right? But do they not count the special as a combo. See? My combo meter went up, but I still got the unsteady. Butt of Slinky hits face, vice versa. Oh, yeah. I remember when Slinky was only made of metal. Yeah, that's the Slinky I'm talking about. But yes, later on, because of the damage it was doing to people, they made it out of plastic. But I had a metal Slinky. And that thing hurt. But yeah, they made them later. I got one because it was dangerous. That metal Slinky was dangerous. And I got mine taken away. And then later when they had the, when they made it out of plastic, then I got a plastic one. But that one still could slink back and smack you in the face. But that metal one, boy, I come back and look like somebody hit you in the face. Don't forget, LordShaedow, most things we grew up with was dangerous. Kids today would not have survived back in our day. Ooh. Do y'all remember the kabangers? Yeah. I had them kabangers. Ow! Arm went numb. Oh! And then they remade them, didn't they? Because they were dangerous. Them kabangers, man. They was not playing. Almost soloed Zemo with Bullseye, then what? And hit him twice with Kindred for the objective. That works. We played with gat guns and slingshot. Yup. That kabanger. You know I gotta look now, right? Clackers, yep. That was another name for him. Let me look them up. Yeah. Hold up. Y'all see? They were called clackers, but look what I searched for. I searched for kabangers. See? Clackers. Yeah. Clackers, also known as clankers, kabangers, latto. Oh, I didn't know latto. Yeah. See, there was no safety. Do you see any safety on here? Nothing. No kind of safety. Hold on, where is that? That's weird. Playing with them. Okay? Come on. Was not kidding. These things were dangerous. When I said I was wow. I was not kidding. Them things was no joke. So you got it right there in writing. They were taken off the market because they were dangerous. We didn't have those. We just threw rocks. They made another one. I don't know if they called it the same thing, but it was on a stick and it was plastic and the balls were like in a triangle on the end of the triangle thing. So it wasn't free roaming like those. They were much safer. You could just, there was no way that it was gonna fly off and hit your arm or your head or your face or anything like that. I don't remember what those were called. Those were the safe clackers. Yeah, those, I remember getting those and, you know, obviously they weren't as dangerous, so they weren't as fun. What's up, Jiggly? Yep, those damaged a lot of our fingers and arms. Yeah. People got hit in the face. Those that didn't have real good hand-eye coordination. Oh yeah. And the handle wasn't that big, so it could slip. Man, telling you. It was just a string. It was just a ring with 2 strings. Yeah, with solid balls at the end. Yeah, it was not safe. I'm just happy they have that right there in right there on the wiki. So, you know, I be talking about, yeah, our toys, man. Some of them toys were dangerous. And the younger folk, you're just saying that back in my day things were harder. Well, you got the wiki now. It told you they were taken off the market because they were dangerous. They caused injuries. People were getting injured from these things. Let me see. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, this one's not worth doing. All right, so we got our dust. So now I get to take somebody up, ascend somebody. Let's see. Who do I want to ascend now? Should I ascend Gentle? Dazzler? Medusa? These are just champs. I'll ascend somebody. Maybe I should ascend Onslaught. Yeah, let me ascend Onslaught. And we can ascend... Who else? Oh, guys. Werewolf by Night tore me a new one. He snatched victory. Or, yeah, he snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Let's see. Who else should I... Cheelith, maybe? Anybody else down here? Phoenix is actually pretty nice now, too. I'll have to rank her up. Let's go back up. Wait. Luke? Okay. Don't get a chance to use Luke that often. Deadpool is pretty quick too. I'm thinking of champs that are fun and fast in the arena. Let's see. Let me do Daz. We'll do Gentle. He's kind of fun. And we also got 5 stars. Wait, can I? No. 6 stars. Now, who should I ascend from the 6-star pool? I was ascending my rank 3s just so that I can have an easier time in the beginning with them. Dark Phoenix, already took her up. One of these days, I'll rank her up. I get a gem or something. Yep, I did a Koye. Yeah. Should I do Deadpool? There's Gentle. Maybe I should do Count Nefaria. Yeah, let's do Count Nefaria. Because I don't have him as a 7-star yet, so get to use him. All right. Now we can finish up this T1 Alpha Arena. So let me tell you how Werewolf by Night did me, man. So I was winning. Easy. Okay, I kept pushing him to a special 2. Easy to evade, right? So he has about 10% of his health left, and I have almost all my health. Okay? I think I was using a Koye. So it was going to be an easy win for me, right? He threw a special 2. I dashed back. It didn't move. And I actually managed to block. And he almost one-shot me into my block. My health went straight down. I went, what? I was like, what just happened? I didn't know he could do that much damage into my block. But he tore me up. Just like that. I think I went down to like 3% health. And then it just ticked on down. I was like, wow. I think I ended up losing the match as well. It should have been that win. Then I would have lost the second one, and then I would have at least had a good chance to win the third one because he didn't really have good defenders left. Nope. I actually was like, man. But I did manage to win the last one. I was like 3,000 points away from the top milestone solo. And I thought I was going to lose and have to fight another match. But managed to pull it out. Alrighty then. You know what I wish they did for Battlegrounds? I mean, I can record my Battlegrounds fights, you know, when I'm doing them live. I have all of them recorded. But I would love for them to have that type of feature where you could replay your matches. You know, right there in the match history. Do like a replay and you can see the fight and maybe get a chance to see your opponent's fight. See, if you could do that, I think it would make it more obvious when people are modding and cheating. But when you don't know, you're just guessing. And I think it would cut down on some of the reporting too. Because if you see what they did, you might go, oh, I didn't know you could do that, you know? I thought he was cheating, like they thought I was cheating with Hitmonkey. You know? They were like, no way, no way. And then they could watch it, and you're like, oh. That's why I came out with that video, so people could see me doing that with Hitmonkey. Doing them, you know, 30-second, 27-second fights. But I would love to see it built in. Look at this 1% mess. Ridiculous. Yes, ridiculous. Like a booger, I stick to this. Oh. Have you guys heard the latest in the Diddy case? Some evidence has gone missing. And they think that Diddy may have a mole in the police department that destroyed the evidence. It's almost like a movie, right? But there was some evidence that probably was very damning to him. I think it was some fingerprint evidence or whatever. Destroyed. And not destroyed properly either. Did not go through the channels. Because they will sometimes destroy evidence. But they have to do it, you know, they have a policy. Nope, it was destroyed. Did not follow policy. Woo, she just slashing me up. Come on. But that folks are talking about right now because they don't want that evidence to come in. They think it'll prejudice the jury. Like, what? Evidence was destroyed? I thought the policy is you pay them, they destroy it. That not right? Apparently that is what happened, but it's not the policy. It has to go through the proper channels. But it can't. And let me see, what else is going on? What issues with Diddy case? Fall on the floor if you're surprised. Paid the wrong person. Here you go. And did you hear about the, was it Tory Lorenz? Is that his name? That one is looking like a setup. He was accused of shooting, what's her name? Megan Stallion. And they put him away, gave him a 10-year sentence. And then in jail, he got jumped, stabbed 14 times. They tried to take him out. And people think it was a hit because more evidence has surfaced that proves his innocence. And that Megan lied. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, caught me coming in. All right, keep playing. Catch this. Can I stay awake in arena? But when I watch someone else do arena, I don't fall asleep. What is this? That's what I'm here for. What's up, Def Gamer? How you doing, man? But yeah, stuff, man, in our justice system is just something else. Try your best not to fall into it, because, man, especially if you don't have money. Because what I've seen, a lot of these folk, if it was one of us, we wouldn't even hear about it. Happens all the time. I thought P. Diddy serving lifetime in jail. He hasn't been convicted yet. That probably is a likely outcome, though. He's just being held without bond right now. And his trial is going on right now. He has several charges, and some of the charges will result, if he gets convicted of them, lifetime in jail. Or prison, rather. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Jiggly. Sweden, justice system is even worse. Serving in jail for 4 months, for example, and you can get out in 1 week by good behavior. Wow. There's also, what is it, South Korea? I heard a horrible, I mean, it was a horrible story. This guy R-worded underage girl and then tried to take her out. She was so damaged that, let's just say, she has lifetime medical issues with relieving herself and things like that. Lifetime. It's a little girl. In court, they question her, and she mentions that she might have smelled something on his breath. Now, here in United States, it don't matter. If you do that, you going away for a long time. Okay? However, him being potentially drunk or intoxicated or whatever while that happened, he got a light sentence and he was out. I forget how long he actually served. It was not long. And then, do you know what he did? When he got out, he moved right into her neighborhood. And I heard someone knocked on his door and tried to take him out. But yeah, when I heard that, I was like, so being drunk is an actual legal defense there. And I was appalled. I was like, no way. No way. All the damage that he did too. You know, psychologically and physically and emotionally. And he served a little time and he was out. I was like, wow. So yeah, our justice system has issues, but it's definitely one of the better systems in the world. It's not perfect by any means. And of course you have corruption. That's one of the things that I like to point out. Sometimes when people complain about our justice system, it's not the system that they're complaining about necessarily, but how people are implementing it. Because if you have a corrupt judge, for example, it's not the system, it's the judge being corrupt and corrupting the system, you know, taking bribes and things like that. That's not the system. That's corruption. But our system does still have its issues. People are probably drunk or high when they do things like that all the time. And see, in our system, basically the way they say it is that you chose to drink or get high. You remember the mother that left her daughter in the car, her special needs daughter? It was obvious that she was drunk. Her and her boyfriend were drinking and, you know, doing the fun, and left her daughter in the car. In our system, that don't matter that you were drunk or high or whatever. That was your choice. And that poor girl couldn't move. She couldn't get out. You know? And then, because they had it on camera, they had the thing, man, telling you, they had it on camera. On video. I don't know what she was thinking, but it was clear she wasn't in her right mind. You know, the first thing I would have told her, break that window. You know, but at first they couldn't find the keys. Then he was going to break the window. She said, don't break the window. What? But they were intoxicated. But yeah, that's not a defense here. You choose to get drunk. Anything you do while drunk, like you know, drunk drivers, when they hit somebody, you know they didn't mean to kill anybody. You know, in fact, some of them, oh my goodness, they showed some of the, you know, body cams and stuff like that. And this one boy, I feel so sorry for him. He was young. You know, probably just finally was able to drink and was overdoing it. And he hit and killed someone. He didn't know. So they pulled him in and everything and sobered him up. And he's thinking that he's just down there because he was drinking while driving, right? And they told him, do you know you hit somebody? And he was like, what? He was like, I hit someone? And they were like, yeah. And that person, you know, died. He started bawling. They were trying to comfort him, okay? He fell out the chair. He was on his knees on the floor, bawling. But it's no excuse. Because he chose to drink and drive. So everything that happened, you know, sure. We know he didn't mean to you know, unalive them like that, but our system still holds them accountable for the choices that they made that led up to that. Which, when you think about it, that is fair. Just like if you are taking a cab in Japan or Korea as an American, if they get into an accident, you leave the money to pay the cab fee on the seat and get out of there. Wait, what? If they get into an accident, you leave the money to pay the cab fee on the seat and get out of there. Why? Explain a little bit. They will blame you for... Oh, that's why. They will blame you for distracting them and you go to jail. Got it. Okay. I was sitting there like, wait, why? Okay. I would not be one of those people that could comfort that kid. You dragged me on to that point. I don't feel sorry for you. Yeah, and there were some that definitely had no sorry for him at all. I mean, he just took somebody's life, you know? Somebody else is going to be crying just like that who didn't do anything, who didn't make the choices that he made, you know? So, yeah, I get it. And that's why I would say he has to be held accountable. Got to. But it's my personality, I guess. Because I do feel sorry for him. Even though, you know, I feel sorry for everyone involved. I feel sorry for their family, and I feel sorry for his family. All of them. But feeling sorry up for them doesn't mean they shouldn't face justice. They gotta be held accountable. I'll tell you this. I was one of those types of people that my my emotions don't really lead me. And what I mean is, I can feel sorry for you and still beat you. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing something, you know, like for example, you come at me because your girl lied to you. Okay. I tell you, yo, she lied. I may feel sorry, but that don't stop me from bashing you upside your head. Not gonna stop me doing what I gotta do. I might have tears in my eyes while I'm taking you out. Do y'all remember Crying Freeman? If you don't, look it up. Crying Freeman. Look that up. Oh, caught me coming in. At the same time, I am one who feels that they need to bring back the J laws. Pedestrians should not always have the right of way. I was very surprised when I heard they were taking those away. And I think the reason is because they weren't enforcing them evenly. They were using them as an excuse to bring people in. You know what I mean? I believe that's what was happening. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. And I ain't going to go into where I was when this happened. But if you know, you know. So this guy got brought in for jaywalking. He was talking big about how he was going to be let out as just some jaywalking and blah, blah, blah. And he can't believe they, you know, brought him in for jaywalking and all this other stuff, right? He was being fingerprinted. One of the things they do as part of that booking process is they will look for warrants. When they put you into the system, they look for any outstanding warrants. And just in case you're not looking at the screen when it happens, because you can put it in and, you know, let it process and all, it makes a sound. It makes a nice sound. And when it finds warrants, it's like, ding, 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 ding. And the police officer was like, ooh, we got a live one here. Oh, man. So that guy that was talking about just jaywalking, well, I'm going to be out of here in no time. Nope. He was going to be in there for a while. I was just like, oh, snap. Joe, I saw you earlier. Just found out Okoye can do Zola. Really? Huh. Is Zola bleed immune or shock immune? I can't remember. I need to learn more about Zola. Okay, so she can put the shock on him. Also, they were putting full blame on the drivers because they should be paying full attention and not be distracted. Yeah. But the problem is, if you're driving and somebody is just going to start walking across the street in the middle where, you know, they shouldn't be crossing just anywhere, even though I've done it myself. But when I do it, I'm very careful. Not everybody is, but I wouldn't blame the driver. If I'm crossing, you remember, cross at the green, not in between. Cross at the green. That's what we were taught when we were younger. Not that we listened all the time. But you didn't blame the drivers for that. If you took a risk, because it was a risk, if you took a risk and did that and you got hit, what can you do? I remember when a friend of mine got hit by a car right in front of my house. He went running out into the street to get a ball. And he flew up in the air. Lost his shoe and everything. And I remember my mom was so scared. Because, you know, my mom had a little hustle. And she took care of kids. but she didn't have a license to be doing that. So if his mom had wanted to sue, that'd have been it. No, I didn't get hit by a car. My friend did. God of the Abyss! What up, man? AKA Drunk Reaper! His name was Durain. I'd be scared to look up some people because, for one, I wouldn't even know how to find most of them because, you know, you grew up with some of these, but I don't know their last names. How would I even find them? You know? I know one girl I'd love to look up, but hey, don't know her last name either. In fact, I know what we called her. I think I know her name. We called her Dee Dee. Now, I think her real name was Deidre, but I don't know her last name. Not only that, but she might be married now. She had a kid before I left. You know, she was a teenage mama. All right, Epinosis, have fun at work. Slinger! What up, man? I came in at throw up in the air and your mom was scared. Oh, okay. Nathan, what's up? Sinister and Domino, absolute monsters on defense. This meta. I haven't even looked. You know me and how much I love Battlegrounds. Let's hope they don't have another bug to push us up to have us starting in Vibranium. Made a new deck for BGs, did one match, won that match, and now I'm done playing BGs for now. I've been done. All right, so that's it for that. I might, let me see. Do we have any? Well, can, I'm the first one in. Hey! Although I screwed up and didn't beat Zemo with a Saga Champ, so I have to go fight him in the side quest again. Ha ha ha! At least it wasn't that bad. Alrighty then. Oh, you know. Wait, let me use a boost. That's another nice thing about this new format. Less champs because I'm assigned a node, right? There's not that many champs, and they can't ban them. There's not that many champs that's really good for that node. So I can, I'm freed up a little bit in who I can bring in here. Choo-doo-choo, choo-doo-doo-choo. Yep, yep. Oh, that's right. We got protection. Let's see if I can get a knockdown here. Beguile. What up, man? Woohoo! Got the knockdown. Ah, stupid battery thing, and I can't turn that off. I want to turn that, disable it all, so bad. But I can't. Man. Piss me off. And it locks you out so you can't do nothing. Drive me nuts, man. Was doing good, too. Should switch over to the PC, but I'm about to end anyway. Just use up my energy here. Alrighty. See if I can get another knockdown. Hercules! I was gonna say, you better not wait. Yeah, all that. I don't care. I thought I had enough spirit gauge, but I was just a little shy. Let's do some Mr. Sinister. There's something I learned to do with Mr. Sinister that I hadn't been doing. Oh, he's immune. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. That right there. See how I was able to do a double? Man, that messed up. Wow. That was nice. Waste of the striker. Woo! That wasn't pretty. He got immune because I was gonna do a parry, reparry, and I can get 2 stuns, or I can extend the stun twice. And that helps a lot. Do a parry, hold it, let go, hold it again real quick. So much damage into my block. Pink. Big back. There you go. I think if you get to GC, you start in GC, problem solve. No, that's not a good idea. Barbarian, what's up? What finally happened? Newest Kabam update. Cheaters get permaban. No questions asked. Just how it should be. I like it. As long as they don't make no mistakes. Exactly, Slinger. I like starting in victory track. Usually the Gladiator Circuit nodes are Duke. Okay, now you can do your special. You got your protection up. There we go. That just scares me because you know that some people will get banned because of Kabam's mistake. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. It's the same thing I feel about certain punishments in the justice system. You make a mistake, you can't take certain punishments back, right? It's a lot of power to put in hands that we can see have problems with corruption. Oh my goodness. Again? Y'all see that, right? 10%, 5%. Is the last fight. Last fight I needed to do. If it wasn't Hercules, that'd be it. That'd have been it. Look how quick. I was almost at full. Look how fast I went down and would have been dead. Why do so much damage? And they're probably not going to let me do it because I already, he was so fast to get me down. Nope. It worked. Okay. Good grief. The problem is there should be some sort of due process. That's the issue. Whoopsie. Whew. Because that would have took me out. Because if they have the final say and you're not even allowed to defend yourself, that's usually a bad thing. That's why, at least here in this country, we have due process. You have a chance to defend yourself. They're telling you, oh no, you did this. And you're like, no, I didn't. I wasn't even there. But if there's no due process, you'll never get a chance to say that. So for them, what they're doing, you know, they just permabam, boom. And you're like, but wait, what can I do if you made a mistake? I can send in a ticket. Hope you guys listen, you know? But you don't have a chance to defend yourself. You don't have a chance to do anything, really. Heck, if it was automated, I would have been banned long time ago. Yeah. Just because I know interactions and mechanics. Exactly. You remember the guy that got banned because he was so good at Quake, right? So, but anyway, yeah, Kabam is in Canada or Canada. But anyway, that is gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Let's see. Let me see if anybody is streaming. They got their redirect on. Woo! I see Ace Fusion and KT1. Who y'all want to raid? Ace Fusion or KT1? Looks like KT1 is checking out the victory track meta. And looks like Ace Fusion is as well. Ace, okay. The aces have it. Let's get them. Hashtag out of the shadows. All right, guys. Take care. And you all have a blessed day.